Welcome back to the channel. This is Flipping for Funds. My name is Timmy. We're going to do something a little different today. I'm out in the shed and I've got some video footage of me cleaning some Revere ware. These are the pots I've talked about before that have the copper on the bottom, and when you get these things a lot of times in thrift stores and yard sales and stuff, they're kind of tarnished and they need cleaning up. They're going to sell a whole lot better if they're bright shiny copper instead of that dull finish, and it may even have like some black spots in it. But it's just gonna be a really quick video. I'm going to show you guys what I use and how I do it, and it really doesn't take that long to clean up a piece. So let's get into it. All right, so here's our piece. It's just a small pot. I think this one was like somewhere in the 8 to 10 inch range. It was already in really good condition. You see the bottom is just really dull. You see there's been a little bit of spills on it and stuff. But here I'm just showing you the overall condition of it. And I just put this in the sink and I put a little bit of my barkeeper's friend on it. And in a second here, I think I'm gonna show you what I'm using. So there it is right there. And here's a close-up view of it. It's called Barkeeper's Friend. It's good for stainless steel, tile, copper, ceramics, and it says soft cleanser. And what I use along with this, these little scrubbing pads. You can get these scrubbing pads at Dollar Tree for, it's $1, well, excuse me, $1.25 now, because Dollar Trees have gone up. Thank you, inflation. But these things right here, y'all, it's a 5-pack for $1.25 now. If you don't prefer these heavy duty ones like this, I would recommend you get some a little softer. These, however, I guess because they're so cheap, within like one scrub, you scrub for 2 or 3 minutes and these things start to soften up. So I do recommend the ones from Dollar Tree. They are a little bit more abrasive. So this sink that I'm using is actually in our mud room. This is separate, you know, from the kitchen and all, but you can still do it in your kitchen sink. It doesn't matter. I mean, this Barkeeper's Friend is actually good for your sink if you got tile or stainless steel, porcelain, something like that. But you see, I just put a kind of a generous amount on it. You don't have to put a whole lot. I wet my scrubber a little bit, and I just start, you know, just giving it a scrub. I'm not putting a whole lot of elbow grease in this. I'm just kind of, I'm going in circles. I'm going back and forth straight. I'm crisscrossing, just trying to give it, you know, just a light scrubbing, because like I said, these pads are pretty abrasive. And it's just lathering up. You can start to see that the suds start to change color. You can tell it's taking some of that oxidation and all off of it. And this video isn't very long because it really doesn't take that long to do it. But I want to do it full length. That way you can see exactly how long it did take me. You know, I don't want to cut and clip little sections of it out and stuff. I'd rather you see the entire process. So you'll see, you know, me just going around it for the first time, and I try not to go all over the shiny part of it, the silver part of it, because I don't want to scratch it up. If I was going to clean that up, I would use something, you know, a little bit more or less abrasive, but I would still use that Barkeeper's Friend. You can see here I'm showing, you know, it's getting pretty dirty, taking that oxidation off. And in a second here, I think I'm gonna rinse this off so you can get a look at how far along we are. And I don't know how far we are in this video. I mean, we're a couple minutes in it, and it's already coming pretty doggone clean. I think the video is only maybe 7 minutes or something like that. And you know, if I didn't have to stop to show you or anything, I mean, I could clean this pan up in 5 minutes. I mean, that's all it takes. And this Barkeeper's Friend here, I'm gonna try to put a link down below the video to give you a link to it on Amazon. That's where I buy it from. It's like $8 shipped to your house. So it's very cheap, and it will last you a long time. I have probably used, I don't even know, maybe a quarter of this, and opening this one, I think I have probably cleaned 5 or 6 pieces. So, I mean, it'll go a long ways. It's going to pay off especially if you're turning around, you know, flipping these things. You buy these pots and pans for $2 to $5 each and sell them for $20 to $30 each. So, you know, you'll pay for your purchase of Barkeeper's Friend really quick. So I just gave it a quick rinse. You can see that's just a once over, y'all. That's you know, 2 or 3 minutes there working on it, and it already looks pretty good. I mean, I could easily sell it just like that. I mean, it's going to take a whole lot better picture. It's going to look a whole lot better to your potential buyer. All right, so here we go. Going to go back and, you know, for a second round at it to finish it off. By this time, my abrasive pad, you know, it's getting even softer. So I put a little bit on it, and I'm just gonna work over, you know, any spots that I didn't get before, right around the edges where that copper and you know, that nice shiny part, you know, where they made up. I'm gonna kind of work around that edge and get all that. You can scrub hard enough on these pots and pans to where that symbol that's in the center there, where it says Revere Ware, you can actually start to dig into that. And if you scrub too much, you can take that completely off of it. So I've seen some of these things in thrift stores before where you can only see a little bit of that emblem. And you know, it says Revere Ware on the back of it too. I mean, some people scrub these things so hard they take that all the way off. But you see, I'm just working it in just a little bit more. Just trying to give it some finishing touches. Any darker spots, I'm just trying to work on them a little bit more to lighten them up like the rest of it. And I mean, here I'm probably going farther than I need to, but I'm right on that edge where the two meet, and I'm putting my finger down right on the edge of that copper and trying not to dig into that really shiny, you know, chrome portion there. And when I get that, I just kind of lighten up and don't push on it very hard. And like I said before, you don't have to put a whole lot of pressure on these things. It would have to be pretty bad for me to actually put what's called elbow grease into it. I really don't dig down into it. You kind of see in the picture that our suds are not quite as dark as they were that first time around. So, you know, we got rid of a lot of the problems in that first go round. There, I'm just lightly finishing everything up, just trying to get out any like deep gouges or anything that the abrasive pad might have put in it. You know, it's just like polishing anything else. I mean, you go at it kind of hard to begin with and coarse, and it kind of digs in, leaves some scratches, then you go back and you just kind of buff it out to get rid of those deeper scratches. I mean, some people will sit here and, you know, just go from a coarse to a medium to a fine. I'm not putting that much time into it because, I mean, time's money, and my time's valuable to me, and I'm not going to spend 20 minutes on one piece that I'm only going to make $15 off of. I mean, a dollar or so a minute's not bad, but I'm just not into it. And what I'm working on here is there's like a little black spot I'm working on there, trying to get it out. If I don't get it completely out, that's okay. It's not gonna hurt the value of it. I mean, that little pan right there, pot, whatever you want to call it, that little thing right there, it had a top with it. It's probably going to sell for somewhere between $20 and $25 shipped. Now, that's a ship price. I'm still going to have to pay, you know, $7 or $8 to ship that to somebody. But, and now my pad is soft enough that it doesn't bother me to just go ahead and, you know, just go over the whole thing real lightly, just to shine it up a little bit. You know, those things there in a 5-pack, you know, if it's $1.25, it's only going to cost you 25 cents if you use one per per pot or per pan that you do. So, I mean, it's very cost effective. And like I said, this Barkeeper's Friend, it's $8. I mean, you can clean a whole bunch. You'll clean at least 25 or 30. You can probably clean more than that depending on the condition. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take but maybe an ounce or so to clean one pot or pan. So here we are, just finishing up, rinsing everything off. And I will say this, when you get done with it, it'd be a good idea to take some Dawn or dishwashing liquid or Joy or something, you know, give it a good cleaning just to get the rest of that stuff off. But there's a finished product, and I'm just going over it with a paper towel just to dry it off real quick. And like I said, when you get done with it, just turn around and clean it with some Dawn, and you can take your pictures and you're good to go. You got a finished product and you just made yourself 15 bucks. That easy, y'all. All you got to do is take a couple pictures, list it, and that stuff sells really, really good on eBay. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I hope you learned something. And like I said, I'm gonna try to put a link down there so y'all can know where to find this. I'm gonna link it to Amazon. It's not an affiliate link. I'm not gonna get paid anything for it. I do sell on Amazon, but this isn't a link. I'm not selling this, so I'm not linking you to me, and I'm not gonna get a percentage off the sale. So buy that on Amazon. That's the cheapest place I could find it. And buy those from Dollar Tree, y'all. And I hope you learned something. If you did, I'd ask that you give me a thumbs up down there on this video. And if you like the content, or maybe you want to learn how to sell on eBay or Amazon, or maybe you just want to look for valuable items in thrift shops. Maybe you're just interested in vintage items and stuff. I try to find as much vintage stuff as I can. I'm gonna try to go to some more yard sales this spring and maybe in the summer. And I'm gonna take y'all along with me some. I'm gonna strap the GoPro on, and I'm gonna go out there, and you get to see what I see as I'm finding it. If you want to see some of that stuff, I ask that you subscribe down there. It's super simple. All you got to do is click the button and you will be notified whenever I put up a new video. It's absolutely free. Doesn't cost you anything. Doesn't cost me anything. Take advantage of it. Not everything's free. Not many times do we get free things in this world. So thank y'all for joining me, and I will see you on the next one.